Hunt Showdown is a high-stakes competitive first-person PvP bounty hunting game with heavy PvE elements. Trudging your way through Louisiana swamps, you will combat your way through gruesome monsters and powerful bosses, all while simultaneously fending off other players who are also competing for the same prize. This nightmarish zombie-riddled first-person shooter has been around since 2018, and since that time there have been continuous additions and updates to the game, and is currently on sale for $17.99, making 2022 the year of the hunt. How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be going over everything I enjoy about this game and why I think Hunt Showdown is worth trying in 2022. There has been few video games in the last few months to really spark my interest. Having felt starved for a new game to grind and become hooked on, there was little hope for any new releases to look forward to. It wasn't until a friend recommended I give Hunt a try, and boy, I'm glad I did. This zombie-filled, rage-inducing game has been exactly what I've been looking for. It's been an absolute blast learning the game mechanics and shooting fools with cowboy guns. Now, full disclosure, I have owned this game since mid-2019. I played one game, died, and then proceeded to quickly leave, never to touch it again, up until 2 weeks ago. Since my speedy rage-induced exit, there have been countless changes and additions to the game that made the whole overall gaming experience enjoyable and action-packed. Now, in these past 2 weeks, I've logged in just under 100 hours, and I still find myself just as excited to play as when I first started. Hunt gives off an Escape from Tarkov meets Red Dead Redemption vibe. Similar to Tarkov, players load into a map with a hunter and loadout of their choice to do battle against players and AI alike in order to make it to the extraction site. Now, just like Tarkov, if you die while in-game, you lose that character and all the gear you brought into the match. However, unlike Tarkov, Hunt offers a trait and leveling system. Hunters can gain XP by completing certain tasks and killing enemies. This will level up your hunter depending on the amount of XP that was earned in the previous match. The higher the level of a hunter, the more traits they can hold. These are passive bonuses to hunters, giving them an advantage in the next match. For example, the Greyhound trait allows a sprint at full speed for almost double the duration, or fanning, which allows for a faster rate of fire when using a one-handed single-action pistol. Which traits you put on your hunter is completely up to you depending on your playstyle. But be warned, if your hunter dies in a match and can't be extracted, you lose that hunter and all the traits and levels that go along with it. Now, you can still make money and gain XP even if you find yourself on the losing end of a firefight. Because Hunt is based in the 1800s, you'll have to fend off scores of zombies and combat your way to victory using the same guns as your great-great-grandfather. Every gun has a different rate of fire and reload speed, requiring you to familiarize yourself with your weapon to use it more effectively. Firefights can feel like they're over in an instant, be that a well-placed headshot or a sneaky shotgun boy lying in ambush, and on the flip side feel like they last forever in a brutal exchange of bullets and throwables. Wall banging is also a very real and constant danger in Hunt. Now, depending on the bullet type in the building, players are capable of shooting through walls in an effort to get a cheeky kill on a player who believes that they are safe behind a wooden wall. This is a really fun and unexpected twist to the game. As if the game couldn't get any scarier, players are able to have full-blown shootouts with each other even without ever seeing one another. The weapon mechanics and reload animations are second to none and leave the whole experience very enjoyable. Each weapon has a certain gritty charm to it. Also, to my experience, there hasn't been a quote-unquote meta loadout. Each gun is usable and can be extremely deadly in the right hands. This provides an endless combination of loadouts to run with, resulting in a vastly different gameplay experience. Also, side note, if you do end up dying and find yourself back in the home screen, the music in the lobby is hands down the greatest I've ever heard. Seriously, I could do a whole video just on the music alone. Check it out. The game offers two game modes, Bounty Hunt and Quick Play. Quick Play is great for newer players trying to learn the map and get a feel of the weapons. Up to 12 players will compete solo in a fast-paced battle royale experience to control and defend the wellspring. A high-stakes, king-of-the-hill type of experience. Both the gear you find and the character you bring in are completely free, so there's no downside if you die. On the flip side, if you end up holding on to the wellspring by the time the timer ends and you survive, you'll be able to transfer over your character to your roster for free. Quick Play is a low-cost, high-reward game mode, and I highly recommend newer players giving this a try to get the feel of things. That being said, where the game really shines is Bounty Hunt. This is Hunt's bread and butter. In this game mode, you will also be competing with up to 12 players in solo or teams of 2 or 3 to find and banish the boss or bosses hidden somewhere on the map. To narrow your search, players will have to investigate clues at certain locations in order to narrow down the map and banish the bosses. The game offers 3 different maps to load into, along with different times of day, such as morning, afternoon, dusk, and night. Mix that with a random boss and a random boss location that varies every match, and you have a game that offers high replayability. Just getting to the boss can be half the battle. Other teams will be racing towards the same clue, so the probability of running into one another while finding the hints are very high. At the moment, there are 4 different types of bosses to do battle against, and a rumored 5th on the way. Each boss has its own fighting style and game mechanics to battle against, resulting in you to change up your strategy depending on which boss you encounter. The fights are both fun and terrifying. Duking it out inside of a closed building, cage match style, feels really good, and with the constant threat of being rushed by other players, your encounters are usually chaotic and action-packed. Each boss has its own set abilities, making each fight different. However, regardless on which monster it is, every boss can be difficult to kill, resulting in you having to bring your A game. Now, there are a vast number of ways players can meet their demise in Hunt. There's hardly a safe place anywhere in the entire map. Giant meatheads, pesky hives, and the always annoying river danger noodles are just some of the ways for players to meet their end. In Hunt Showdown, everything makes a noise, so in order to avoid the attention of players and mobs alike, stealth is key. The map is riddled with sound triggers just waiting to go off to alert nearby players of your location. For instance, if you walk too close to the dog kennels, you'll be greeted by an onslaught of barking that can be heard from vast distances away. Or if you find yourself stumbling too close to a murder of crows, they'll fly off, highlighting to all the nearby players exactly where and what direction you're heading. In order to find and secure the bounty, players who rotate across the map stealthily and quietly are the ones who generally make it out alive. Each match has a time limit of 60 minutes, so there's no need to rush and chat it up if you don't want to. Play it slow and set up an ambush at high traffic points of interest. Regardless of how you decide to play, whether it be the Giga Chad or the Sneaky Snake, you can't help but be in awe of how beautiful the scenery looks. It's true that most beautiful things tend to be the most deadly, and that holds true for Hunt Showdown. Each compound in itself is masterfully crafted, and it looks aesthetically pleasing to be at. There isn't any compound that I just briskly run by without admiring the amount of detail that's in it. There are also a plentiful variety of grunt zombies running around the map, and I never feel like I'm just killing the same zombie twice. For example, the Pelican Island prison compound has zombies in black and white bars. The zombies at Reeves Quarry have mining helmets on that shine and catch on fire if you strike them in the head. Each compound brings something different to the table, resulting in a refreshing gameplay and an immersive experience. Overall, Hunt Showdown has been extremely entertaining, and I'm happy to have found a game that I can grind and improve on. I may have just recently started playing Hunt, but I can see myself becoming hooked for a long time to come. I hope you found this video enjoyable and that it inspired you to give Hunt a try. For the price point of the game, you could buy Hunt for you and 2 other friends for the same price value as Elden Ring. So squad up, have fun, and whatever you do, don't stab the emulator. That's our guy. No, James, no!
Not again!
If you have any questions or you would like other videos made, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you would like to come check out some Hunt gameplay live, I stream right here on YouTube, so be sure to come on in and hang out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.